Hi, welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm a little bit nervous. As you can see here, another badly planned spread. I ripped the page, so I decided to just add it down here. Oops. I mean, I don't mind if you read them. You're not gonna get a lot from here. Hello, my name is Orion, though you may call me Ori. I use any pronouns, and I'm from Mexico, but I'm going to be doing my vlogs in English just because I think it's easier to sort of get to a wider audience. As you can see, I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm also a little bit sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. So the purpose of this channel is going to be to record my reading and writing journey from here on out. Hopefully it's not gonna be just like a 1 year project. And I'm a reader and an aspiring writer. By aspiring I mean I've written, but I've never done something kind of that I looked forward to publish. So I'm hoping to get that this year. So this video is to introduce sort of like my channel, which I just did, and I want to show you guys my reading and writing journals and talk a little bit about my reading and writing goals for 2023. So I'm gonna start by talking about reading. I have here my reading journal. Here it is. So as you can see, it says 2022, but this is the actual cover for 2023 because the journal was big enough to do both years. So during 2020 and 2021, I didn't read a single book. I was going through a really bad reading slump, and I started a few books, but I couldn't finish them. And in 2022, I said, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna actually finish books. So I put myself the goal of 30 books, and I ended up reading 34 books, which I think was pretty good. So for 2023, I'm gonna try to do 35 books, and hopefully I'll do more then. I also want to start reading more classics this year. I don't have a very good relationship to classics due to some teachers I had when I was in middle school, but I'm an adult now, and I figured that classics are going to really nurture my writing, so I want to start reading more classics this year. So those are like my two goals. So I'm gonna change to my desk and show you a flip through of my reading journal for 2022 and what I prepared for 2023. Okay, so this is my reading journal from 2022. The theme was sort of like yellow, orange kinda, and I got the spreads actually from, oh no, I don't remember the name. It was a TikTok channel. I'll link it down below in the description because I wrote it in a post-it, but I lost the post-it. So first we have the reference page. As you can see, it's I'm not very good at making stars by hand. And then my goal page. Originally I did it until 30, but I added more squares as I read more books. Now, as you can see here, the difference between 4 stars and 5 stars is not very clear. Like, you can sort of see it, but it's kind of difficult to see, so I made sure to fix that for this year, because I think I'm pretty generous with my ratings sometimes. Then this was the books I've read throughout the year. As you can see here, another badly planned spread. This was too big, and because I only put books and not decorations, and I read a small amount of books, I couldn't fill it, so it ended up looking kind of ugly. The year overview, I love how it worked. It worked really well for me, so I did the exact same thing. Book of the year as well, I did the exact same thing. These are my favorite books of the year. Prince Gambit ended up being the best book I read in 2022. Through here, I have This One Is Also a Star, but later on I changed it to Legend Burn. It's just that I don't have liquid paper, so it stayed like that. And then I have book genres. Now, this spread worked for me. I just hate how it looks, but I couldn't find a way to make it look better, so I did the same thing for 2023. I left the genres the same, even though I'm not fully convinced. And I just realized I don't have classics here. I should add that even though I don't have space. I'll figure it out. Then we have Mondstadt. Again, I hate how this spread looks, but it worked for me, so I did the exact same thing. Here I'm missing the page number of the book I read in July, but I do have it. I just keep forgetting to add it. And then the letter sub challenge and the color challenge. I didn't complete any of them. I mean, either of them, because by I think May or something, I was getting into another reading slump, so I couldn't focus too well on reading. But this year I have already planned ahead. I'm not doing the color challenge this year anymore, and I've planned ahead my alphabet challenge, so hopefully I will actually finish it this year. And then I have the spreads for the books. I write title, author, started and finished dates, genres, and number of pages, and my rating. The only thing I changed for 2023 is that I eliminated the spot to paste the cover, because I never did it for 2022, so I know I'm not gonna do it for 2023. And let's move on. Let's start with actually 2023. For this year, I chose to do some blue with purple-ish. So I really like the colors this year. I also decided to keep it more simple in decorations. So here we have the reference. I think it looks way better. The stars came out way better than they did in 2022. For my goal, I have 35 books. Here we have, this time I divided it in TBR and read. So for TBR, I added some book recommendations that I got for my alphabet challenge and another challenge that I'm doing. So here you can sort of see some of the books that I'm going to be reading. And for read, I'm going to do the same as last year, just add them as I read them. Except for the books in the TBR, I'll just color them in once I've read them. Then the year review is the exact same. I forgot to add this and accidentally put washi tape, but then when I tried to pull it off, I ripped the page, so I decided to just add it down here. Book of the year is also the same, just different papers. Genres is the same. As you can see, I made a mistake here. I don't have liquid paper, so it's gonna seem like that. On stats, also same thing. And then I forgot to add the challenge pages, and I made two of the book pages, so I just left it like that. And here are the challenges. I'm doing the ABC challenge. I'm gonna write them in. I already have the list, but I have it in my Notion. I'm gonna just add them in as I read them. And this bingo that a friend of mine made, I just copied it as it was, except for this prompt that I changed because I couldn't understand what my friend had originally written there. And I have another challenge that I'm doing that I didn't write here, but yeah. And that's it for my reading journal. So we're back up here, and actually this year I'm planning to start my reading year with Cemetery Boys. As you can see, this is only the sleeve, I think it's called, I don't remember. This is the edition that I got. I got it as a Christmas gift from my grandma, and I love this edition, so I can't wait to start reading it. Now, as for my writing goals, as I said before, I've been writing since I have kind of memory, which doesn't mean a lot because I don't have that many memories of my childhood, but there's a lot of writing projects that I have. I think I have 7. Obviously I cannot do all of them at once, so I'm planning to start with my longest standing project called Project New World. Project New World is a standalone fantasy about 4 sacrifices who escape their destiny to try and revert the curse that the god of darkness Nurim put on their people. So it's fantasy. It's kind of inspired. Well, I wouldn't say inspired, but it has the feeling of the Odyssey and the Iliad, so I'm planning to read those this year. I've never read them complete. I read them a little bit for different literature homework when I was in university, but I've never read them in full, so I'm planning to. And it's also queer. It's also there's gonna be a magic system. It's a work in progress. So my goals for this year are to finish outlining. To finish outlining the novel, which I already had an outline, but because I changed a few key elements of the plot, I have to do it all over again. So finish outlining the book, and then try and do the entire first draft this year. I know I can do it because I've done it before. I've never done it publicly, but I have won NaNoWriMo a few times, so I know I can do it. And then when I finish that, I also want to continue developing the language that I'm creating for the book, which I know, why would you do that for a standalone? Look, I am a linguistics major, okay? I have to put my knowledge into use somewhere. So I'm creating a whole fictional language for the book. And finally, my other writing goal is to just continue developing the other projects so that I can actually start working on them, as I go. I have a lot of them. Maybe I'll talk about them in another video. But now I'm going to introduce you to my writing journal, so let's go back to my table. Okay, so here's my writing journal. This journal was a gift from one of my best friends, and I actually kept this one very, very simple. Like, if you thought my reading journal was simple, this one is a lot more simple. So we open here to the cover. Again, super simple. It just says writing journal and a little collage. And then we have the calendex. Oh yeah, the spreads, I also got them from a creator. I'll link it down in the description because I forgot my post-it, so I don't remember their name. This is the calendex. Here is like an overview of the year, and I'm supposed to write in all the events and everything that I have in here. I haven't added anything here yet, even though I do have already an upcoming event, because I have not decided the key that I'm going to use, so yeah. And then here we have the goals page and the accomplishments page. Again, super bare bones. These are yearly goals. I also have monthly goals. I haven't filled it in because I'm not entirely sure what my yearly goals are. I mean, I guess I just talked about them. I don't know. And then accomplishments, just like little things that I accomplished throughout the year. And then here we have my events page. As you can see, I already have one. It's called the Write the Story Only You Can Write workshop. As you can see, not the whole name fit in, but it's in a few days, so I'm looking forward to that. And then we have my whip tracker. So here you can see the projects that I'm currently working on. I mean, I don't mind if you read them. You're not gonna get a lot from here. So Project New World, Project Laverian, Project Night, Project Time, Project Down. I actually have 2 more. And finally we have the January overview. So here's my schedule. Again, I haven't done it because I don't know what I'm going to do for January. And then the project status. So in Simmer, I have all my projects that are not Project New World, because Project New World is the only project that I want to focus on writing this year. All the other ones I'm going to be planning, outlining, sort of coming up with the concept. And then my top priorities, which are what I talked about before. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, very bare bones, but I need it to be extremely simple, because if not, I'm going to stop using it. So there we go. And that's pretty much it for this video, I think. I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to be managing this channel. I can't promise regular updates because I'm really busy. I'm an English teacher. I'm trying to do the whole process of getting my paper degree thingy. I don't know what you call it in English. And I'm really busy these days, but hopefully as things stabilize themselves, I'll be able to have a set a schedule for posting on this channel. And anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you are interested in following my journey, and if you are, please consider subscribing. And I will see you again in the next video, which I don't know what it's going to be. So bear with me as I try to figure it out. Anyways, super nice meeting you. Again, my name is Orion. You can call me Ori. And I hope you share this journey with me. Happy New Year's, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.